Welcome to Clearwater Capital Partners, one of the best hypercar shows in the Midwest. Now this show's been running for a couple of years and I actually covered last year's show on the channel, but this year is going to be bigger and better, and this car is proof of that. I mean, a Veyron 16.4 to start off the day is never a bad thing. And if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. And this is me, Patrick, the King of Cars. Now sit back, relax, it's going to be a great time today and I hope you stick around. And this Veyron is particularly cool to me for many reasons, not just because it's a red 16.4, one of my dream specs, but this was the first Veyron, or one of the first Veyrons I ever saw out in the open back in 2014 now. Just insane. There's a picture of me and one of my best friends, Trent, staring at this car in the Lamborghini Gold Coast showroom. And apart from a great memory with a great friend, this car was also at the Chicago Auto Show back in 2014, and it was my wallpaper on my flip phone back in middle school. So this thing has a lot of history, and it's cool to see this thing out again. It's just awesome. The exact same car that really defined my youth. I remember the day after the auto show, I went to school bragging about how I saw a Veyron, but this thing is just so cool and just a timeless spec too. It's simple, red, black interior, you can't go wrong. And I particularly like the plate of this car. Yup. And of course, as per with most hypercar shows in the area, the Hamilton collection's here with the 918 Spider and the wrapped guards red. Really like this spec. I've seen this car absolutely everywhere. I've seen it here in Chicago a lot of times. I've seen it in Columbus. I've seen it in Vegas. Just this car has followed me around a lot of my adventures around the country, and their Senna is just so nice as well. Love this spec. And a wide variety of the Second City Exotics collection is here. The 812 GTS that I've ridden in the past. Love this car. The Viola Hong Kong with the tailor-made interiors. Spectacular. They also have the Pista Spider on the gold wheels, matching along the 430 Scuderia. Not part of the collection, but still really cool nonetheless. Also next to it, a 900 horsepower twin turbo Ford GT. Black, slammed on the ground on HRE wheels. The thing looks absolutely menacing, as well as the N-Largo F8 and the STO, both very nice cars. The blue Cephas Urus S, brand new, very nice. The Spofek Rolls-Royce Ghost, also extremely cool. Walking over here, Liberty Walk Aventador, also not part of the collection, but haven't seen this car around. This is brand new. That is very interesting. And also there is the GT2 RS and the SF90 Spider with all of the carbon options in the world, and the carbon wheels. Looks very cool. And here is yet another Bugatti Veyron. This one is a Mansory car, formerly Manny Koshman's, as a matter of fact. This thing is insane. Full carbon body, gold wheels, just looks nuts. I mean, this spec is crazy. And look at that interior as well. White interior with all of the gold. My goodness, that thing is cool. So it's starting to rain here a little bit, but check out this LP640 Roadster in balloon white. Tim likes it quite a lot, and they're trying to get the top up right now. So let's have a look at the process of how we put the top up on an LP640 Roadster. Oh, just the parking top.
I guess I get to use it now. Yeah. I used it before.
So you don't need to do the full toupee.
No. So it just clips in the back.
Look at that engine back there.
I don't even have to.
5 minutes later.
Did it stop already?
It has, the rain has sort of stopped.
Should we put it away? I think it stopped. It's up to you. If it picks up again, do you want to just put it on?
No, it looks like shit with that.
Okay, we're taking it off.
I guess we're taking it off. Today we will not be looking at the process of putting the top on the LP640.
Okay.
Good work. And speaking of Lamborghinis, a huge convoy has just pulled in, but look at this blue, I believe, Glauco Technica with the yellow accents. What a wild spec this is. This is something definitely special. The end of the line of the Huracan, the last model they're ever going to make.
Technically, it's just a Huracan.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tim is now here. Now walking over by the front entrance, and check out this road legal Super Trofeo Gallardo. What a car that is. It's OEM. And here is something very special coming in from the Perillo Group. the all-new Lamborghini Revuelto. Now, I would love to talk about this car a lot because this is probably the most hyped car of the year. I mean, this is the launch spec, orange, but I'm not going to talk about this car much today. Stay tuned because I might have a video coming up with this car in the not too distant future. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. The Veneno Roadster is pulled in.
Oh my God.
Making its presence known here.
It's driving itself.
That's insane. I didn't know we were doing this. And just look at the attention this thing is receiving. I mean, that's the effect of a V12 Lambo right there. And Luke matches too. Not bad. The weather seems to be changing every other minute here, but here is the silver passenger car, the former Cannonball record holder, the E63S. A car that I absolutely adore. As a fan of Cannonball, as a fan of the movie, the race, and all the history around it. And the E63S as well, this thing is just super cool. But these cars, not just the Cannonball car, but the E63S of this generation in general, is making a very strong case to be a contender for my next car. This is something that is really cool and something that's just awesome. All-wheel drive, V8, over 500 horsepower, just an absolute monster. These things are pretty cool. Would love to get to experience one of these at some point in the future. And off goes the Mansory Veyron. That thing is super cool and just generating a lot of hype here today, and rightly so. The thing is absolutely nuts. And off goes the red Veyron. What a thing to behold. And an F8 in tow. C4! Nice. Oh my God, my favorite car of all time. The Ferrari F50 and Rosso Magello, one of only 8 in the world. This thing is an absolute unicorn, and it is here today. It is out. Everyone is going crazy. This is insane. My all-time favorite car. Z06 making a lot of noise, but this thing was definitely a welcome arrival here. Wow. I'm fangirling a little bit. I don't do that for many cars, but this is certainly an exception. What a car this is.
Right there.
Euro spec as well. You can tell by the shorter bumper and the lack of US reflectors. What a car. Now, the F50 to me is my all-time dream car, as I just said. But the reason why I love cars stems from the F50. First of all, it's a Ferrari. My love for the brand started with this car, from the model I had when I was a little kid, which later evolved into, well, the videos you're seeing now and all the other stuff I do in the car world. But this was Genesis, the very beginning. And the second thing was, it's a race car. It's awesome. It's a 4.7 liter V12 5-valve, basically the same block as the Formula One car of the time, paired to a gated 6-speed manual transmission. Just an incredible combination. The engine is bolted directly to your spine, and it is just a visceral experience, and it's a convertible too. When I had that model when I was a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing, a bright red convertible race car, and later getting to learn about all the technology behind it, the fact that the engine is the stress member, just added so much to it, and this is the end-all be-all. This is it for me. So to get to see it out here today at Clearwater is just, it's an honor. It's a huge honor, and I'm gonna be honest, I've teared up a little bit. You can see just everything. Like, you could look right through this grill and see the transaxle here, and you can see the engine, and it's just so cool. The push rod suspension, and of course, a lot of F50s don't come to the show because people think they're too rare, but not this guy. Not this guy. What an absolute legend for bringing the 1 of 8 Rosso Magello F50 out. What an honor. And as if this day couldn't get any better, we're going to be cruising with the Second City crew, and I'll be riding in this, the Pista Spider, tuned, lowered, on wheels. This is going to be a very fun experience. This thing is fully stripped out, carbon buckets, fully stripped out interior, no carpets to be seen. This thing is just nuts. This thing is going to be so cool. And of course, we got Andy. The interior is just all carbon fiber. All the best exotic materials money could buy. This is going to be fun. We're behind the Viola Hong Kong 812 that I got to ride in the past. So that is pretty cool. The N-Largo F8, the Urus S. Look at that 2RS, guards red, classy spec, and it is just oh so nice. And then Got the people behind. This is gonna be fun. First time getting a ride in a Spider with the Pocket 3, so we'll see how this goes. And off we go in the pista. What a noise. Got the SF90 in tow. Hell of a lot of spotters here. What a car. Not bad. And we're doing an immediate fuel stop. We're good. What a crew of cars today. Got the M3 Comp and the CS. Also have the Ford GT, the twin turbo car, next to a Vantage and a white Aventador over there. Quite the group today.
The king of cars.
It is me.
The king of cars.
It is perhaps.
Okay. Oh, hello.
And we pretty much immediately stopped for fuel. Some of the cars needed gassing up, but here's the pista in all of its glory. Full carbon, black stripes, gold wheels, just super cool. Tim has lost his phone in the SF90. And he's pulled something.
Let's go. Sure you captured Pembro photo.
What?
Yes.
Marcel, I mean this respectfully. It was great to see you today.
Also, hello.
Fuel stop over, back in the pista. Out of traffic. Enjoying a nice beautiful road, nice hills, and behind us we got some more cars. Cool stuff. And we are back at the destination. All the cars pulling in here looking absolutely sublime. The GT2 RS is oh so cool. And the 812, I mean, what a group out here today. It's a huge thank you to the Second City people for allowing this to happen once again. Got to ride in the 812 GTS about a year ago, and the 918 as well. And now I get to experience the Pista Spider. What a car this is, gets my stamp of approval. And I think I prefer it over the SF90. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think?
Right, so I'm currently editing this video, and I did film an outro. Usually I film the outros in the front of the Hot Wheels wall if I had forgotten. I didn't forget. Unfortunately, the Pocket 3 was in photo mode, so all I got for my outro was 2 pictures. But regardless, today's video was amazing. I mean, the show in and of itself has always been amazing. Lots of hypercars, lots of special stuff, lots of cool friends, but the quality of cars, unmatched. The 2 Veyrons, 918 Senna, and then of course, my all-time dream car, the Rosso Barchetta F50. What an honor to get to see that car out in the open. I mean, it is just... what a car. 1 of 8 in the world, 2 in the States, and that color combination is just so cool. And then getting to experience that Pista Spider, what a fun experience. I mean, not just a Pista Spider, a modified Pista Spider. It was just so much fun. Huge thank you to Second City Exotics once again. I mean, as I just mentioned in the video, I've ridden in their 812 GTS and I've ridden in the 918 Spider too, and it is just oh so cool. And another thing I wanted to talk about, I did allude to this briefly, was when the Revuelto is pulling in, I did mention that I might have some cool content with that car in the future. So if that's what you want to see, please stay tuned because I'm cooking something. I promise you that. But if you did enjoy this video, guys, remember to like and subscribe. This is me, Patrick, the King of Cars. Thank you for watching. Take care.
Oh, hey. How's it going? Jam this? This is this the King of Cars theme song?